Namaskar. Welcome to Current Affairs by Sarvika. In this video, you will get to know Election Commission's Vote from Home facility, Sagar Parikrama program, GI tags for products from Arunachal Pradesh, war exercise Samsama, Southeast Asia's first bullet train, Nobel Prize 2023 winners, India's record medal haul at Asiad, and much more. So stay tuned. Current Affairs 1st October to 7th October 2023. National Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar said that the vote from home facility will be made available to senior citizens and differently abled in Rajasthan for the upcoming assembly elections. In April, the Election Commission announced the commencement of ballot paper voting for senior citizens and specially abled people for the Karnataka Assembly elections. Do you know the electronic voting machines for or EVMs were first used in 1982 in the by-election to the North Paravur Assembly constituency in Kerala. The electronic voting machine was designed by A.G. Rao and Ravi Puvaiya, two professors of IIT Bombay. The EVMs were used first time in the general election to the Assembly of Goa in 1999. State-run plane maker Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL) on Wednesday handed over the first trainer version of Light Combat Aircraft (LCA) Tejas to Indian Air Force Chief Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary at a ceremony in Bengaluru. HAL Chief C.B. Anantkrishnan said 7 more twin-seater aircraft will be delivered to the IAF by March 2024. Do you know the HAL HF-24 Marut was the first HAL-developed jet aircraft Indian fighter bomber aircraft in the 1960s with Kurt Tank as lead designer. Nationalist Congress Party Lakshadweep MP Mohammad Faisal was disqualified from the Lok Sabha on Wednesday, a day after the Kerala High Court rejected his plea to suspend his conviction in an attempt to murder case. This is the second time Faisal has been disqualified as member of the lower house. Under Section 8(3) of the Representation of Peoples Act 1951, a sitting legislator who is convicted for an offence and sentenced to a punishment of 2 or more years stands disqualified from the date of conviction and for a further period of 6 years unless they can get the order of conviction suspended. Do you know, in 1988, Lal Duhoma became the first Lok Sabha MP to be disqualified under the anti-defection law. Incidentally, in 2020, he also became the first MLA from Mizoram state to be disqualified under the anti-defection law. Union Minister for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Shri Parshottam Rupala, along with Minister of State Dr. L. Murugan, will launch Sagar Parikrama Phase 9 on 7th October 2023 at Thondi, Ramna district of Tamil Nadu. Both union ministers and other dignitaries will visit and grace the events with their presence in 8 coastal districts of Tamil Nadu, namely Pudukottai, Thanjavur, Nagapattinam, Mayiladuthurai, Cuddalore, Viluppuram, Chengalpattu, Chennai, and also at Karaikal and Puducherry. Sagar Parikrama is an outreach program intended to reach out fishermen community across the entire coastal belt of the country. The initiative has been launched to understand the issues, experiences and aspirations of fishermen and also to create awareness of various schemes and programs of the government available to fishermen in coastal areas. The first 8 phases of Sagar Parikrama has covered 4,115 kilometers in 8 coastal states or UTs, including Gujarat, Diu and Daman, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Puducherry, and Andaman and Nicobar. Three products from Arunachal Pradesh: Khamti rice, Yak Churpi, and Tangsa Textile have been awarded the geographical indication, that is GI tag. A GI is a sign used on products that have a specific geographical origin and possesses qualities or a reputation that are due to that origin. Khamti rice is a variety of sticky rice produced in Namsai district. Textile products of Tangsa tribe of Changlang district are famous for their exotic designs and colors. Churpi is a cheese product widely consumed in the Himalayan region of India, Nepal, and Bhutan. In Arunachal Pradesh, it is largely produced in Tawang district. Churpi is the first yak milk product to receive this tag. Two products from Jammu and Kashmir, the famous Basohli Pashmina, known for its feather-like softness, and Udhampur's churned milk specialty Kalari, also received the prestigious GI tag. An age-old traditional craft of Kathua district, Basohli Pashmina is famous for its exceptional softness, fineness, and feather-like weight. The exquisite pashmina is hand-spun by artisans and involves painstaking hard work. Kalari, a popular Dogra cuisine, finds its origin in Udhampur district's Ramnagar. Made from milk, it is the most relished street food snack among ethnic Dogras. The Directorate of Revenue Intelligence (DRI) conducted a successful operation called Kachchap. This operation resulted in the recovery of the 955 live baby turtles, including species like the Indian tent turtle, Indian flapshell turtle, crown river turtle, black spotted or pond turtle, and brown roofed turtle. The DRI had received intelligence about a syndicate engaged in the illegal trafficking and trading of these turtles, some of which are considered vulnerable or near threatened species according to the IUCN Red List and are protected under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Parts of Sikkim were hit with devastating flash floods on Wednesday, 4 October, claiming the lives of at least 21 people. Over 103 people are believed to be missing even as search and rescue operations by authorities are underway. The South Lonak Lake is a glacial lake located at an altitude of 17,000 feet in Sikkim's northwest region. When the lake burst, water rushed downstream and led to a rise in the water levels of the Tista River, which in turn flooded the four districts. Arts and culture. India hosted the fifth World Coffee Conference WCC 2023 in Bengaluru from September 25th to 28th at the iconic Bengaluru Palace. WCC 2023 was organized by the International Coffee Organization ICO in collaboration with the Coffee Board, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India and Government of Karnataka and the coffee industry. Sustainability through circular economy and regenerative agriculture is the theme of the event. The WCC 2023 attracted participants from over 80 countries, including over 2,000 delegates and speakers. KG Jagdish, CEO and Secretary Coffee Board, announced Rohan Bopanna, India's #1 doubles tennis player and Arjuna awardee, as the brand ambassador of WCC 2023. Karnataka is known as the coffee capital of India with a rich heritage of producing some of the finest coffees in the world. Union Minister Arjun Munda inaugurated Adi Mahotsav on 7th October 2023 at Jamshedpur, Jharkhand. Adi Mahotsav features tribal art, handicrafts, natural produce, and delectable cuisine, including millets grown by tribals from across the country. Adi Mahotsav is an annual initiative of Ministry of Tribal Affairs that celebrates the spirit of tribal entrepreneurship, craft, culture, cuisine, commerce, and age-old traditional art. Maharashtra government and London's Victoria and Albert Museum signed an MoU for repatriation of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's Wagnak. The MoU states that the antique weapon will be handed over to the government of Maharashtra on a loan basis for a period of 3 years, during which it will be displayed in museums across the state. Literally, tiger claws, the Wagnak is a medieval claw-like dagger which was used across the Indian subcontinent. The most famous use of the Wagnak in history comes from the story of Afzal Khan's killing by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. According to the Victoria and Albert Museum's website, the weapon was brought to Britain by East India Company officer James Grant Duff. Duff was the company resident, that is political agent of the Satara state from 1818 to 22. The tallest statue of the principal architect of India's constitution, B.R. Ambedkar, outside India, is set to be inaugurated in Maryland on October 14. The 19-foot statue, named Statue of Equality, is part of the Ambedkar International Center AIC, being built on 13-acre land in Accokeek City of Maryland, approximately 35 kilometers south of Washington. The statue has been made by renowned artist and sculptor Ram Sutar, who also built the statue of Sardar Patel, called as Statue of Unity. October 14 is celebrated as Dhammachakra Parivartan Day. A museum wholly dedicated to Mahatma Gandhi and his thoughts has been opened in Houston, USA. This is the first such museum in North America. The museum is now open for the public. It has been named as Eternal Gandhi Museum. The museum aims to promote and preserve the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi, who is called the Apostle of Peace. The museum officially opened for the public on August 15, but the grand ribbon cutting ceremony took place on October 2. It was the 154th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. International. The US and the Philippines launched annual joint naval war exercise Samsama. More than 1,000 sailors are taking part in the exercise taking place in Manila and the south of Luzon, the main island of the Philippines. Amid uncertainty over whether the Afghanistan embassy in Delhi would shut down in the coming week, India took part in the nine-nation Moscow format meeting, which included the Taliban's acting foreign minister as an invitee in the Russian city of Kazan on Saturday. Special envoys from Pakistan, Russia, China, Iran, and Central Asian states also took part in the meeting. The regional grouping repeated its previous demands that the Taliban form a truly inclusive government and accord equal rights and freedoms to all Afghans, including women. However, it failed to make headway on the issue or extract any promise from the Taliban representatives on a timeline for government formation or on restarting girls' education. The Moscow format was introduced in 2017 on the basis of the six-party mechanism for consultations between special representatives from Russia, Afghanistan, China, Pakistan, Iran, and India. India and Argentina signed the Social Security Agreement to ensure legal rights of professionals in each other's domain that will assist in risk-free international mobility. The agreement is aimed at ensuring rights of the growing number of Indian nationals employed in various Indian and international concerns in Argentina, as well as for Argentine nationals seeking employment in India. The Social Security Agreement (SSA) between India and Argentina has created a legal framework which will enable professionals on both sides to claim old age and survivors' pensions. That apart, it also safeguards permanent and total disability pension for employed persons as well as to legislations in Argentina concerning contributory benefits of the social security system. Fresno, in California, has become the second US city to ban caste discrimination after the city council unanimously passed a resolution by including two new protected categories in its municipal code, according to a media report. In February, Seattle outlawed caste discrimination, becoming the first US city to do so, followed by the US state of California, where a bill was passed in September by the state assembly for the same. Contrary to most predictions, former Prime Minister Robert Fico and his Smer party won Slovakia's parliamentary election last weekend with almost 23% of the vote or 42 of the 150 seats in parliament. Smer became by far the strongest party but will have to establish a coalition. Fico was entrusted with forming a government by President Zuzana Kapitova. Indonesia is set to launch Southeast Asia's first high-speed railway. The Chinese-made bullet train named Whoosh is built to take more than 600 people to and from Jakarta and the Javan city of Bandung in 45 minutes. For the first time in the history of USA, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Kevin McCarthy, was ousted from his post following a no confidence motion. Typhoon Koinu swept southern Taiwan on Thursday, killing one person and injuring more than 300 as it brought pounding rain and record-breaking winds to the island, leading to school and office closures. Koinu means puppy in Japanese. Science and technology. The world's most prestigious prize, the Nobel Prize, which is awarded in six different fields, were announced last week. The award for physiology or medicine was awarded to Kathleen Carrico and Drew Wiseman on Monday for their discoveries on messenger RNA that led to the development of effective vaccines against COVID-19. Trick to remember: if you have a cut, that is Kathleen, visit a doctor, that is Drew. If you have a cut, visit a doctor. On Tuesday, the award for physics was shared by three scientists: Pierre Agostini, Ferenc Krauss, Annie L. Huillier, for their work on electrons. Trick to remember: please find attached PFA commonly used in emails. The award for chemistry was awarded on Wednesday to Mongi G. Bawendi, Louis E. Bruce, and Alexei I. Ekimov for the discovery and development of quantum dots. Tricks to remember: MLA. On Thursday, the award for literature was awarded to the Norwegian author Jon Fosse for his innovative plays and prose which give voice to the unsayable. The award for peace work was awarded on Friday to Nargis Mohammadi, a jailed Iranian activist, for her fight against the oppression of women in Iran and her fight to promote human rights and freedom for all. The Nobel Prize for Economic Science will be announced on 9th October. The 2023 Sastra Ramanujan Prize will be awarded to Ruixiang Zhang of the University of California, Berkeley. This annual prize is for outstanding contributions by individuals in areas of mathematics influenced by Indian mathematics great Ramanujan. The prize will be awarded at an international conference in number theory on December 20 to 22 at Sastra University in Kumbakonam, Ramanujan's hometown. Axiom Space Systems has collaborated with Italian fashion brand Prada for development of space suits for the NASA's 2025 moon mission Artemis 3. Prada engineers will work jointly with Axiom Space Systems engineers throughout the design process of the suits. Artemis 3 will be the first manned mission to moon since the Apollo 17 in 1972 and shall include one female crew member. Indian origin professor Dr. Joyita Gupta received the prestigious Dutch prize Spinoza, also known as the Dutch Nobel, for her work in the field of climate change. She is a professor of environment and development in the Global South at the Amsterdam Institute for Social Science Research of the University of Amsterdam and IHE Delft Institute for Water Education. She received the prize on October 4 in a prize ceremony in The Hague. The Dutch Research Council (NWO) is the organizer of the award ceremony. The World Health Organization has approved a new vaccine that scientists argue will be a game changer in the fight against malaria, which kills 500,000 people in Africa every year. Trials have shown that the R21 or Matrix vaccine, developed by Oxford University together with the Serum Institute of India, reduces malaria by up to 75%. It can be manufactured cheaply and on a mass scale. Malaria is not a virus, it's not a bacterium, it's a protozoan parasite, some thousands of times larger than a typical virus. Hence, it was very difficult to develop a vaccine for it. Sports. Asian Games. For the first time, India breached the 100 medal mark at the Asian Games, also known as Asiad, being held at Chinese city of Hangzhou. The unprecedented medal haul also ensured India's best ever rank at the Asian Games in over 60 years, with fourth place behind China, Japan, and South Korea. India's previous best performance at the Asian Games was in Jakarta 5 years ago with 70 medals. Its previous highest overall finish was at the 1962 Asian Games, also in Jakarta, when India finished third. In every edition since then, the Indian team has ranked fifth or lower. The Indian contingent at the 19th Asian Games in Hangzhou won 28 gold, 38 silver, and 41 bronze medals to finish its campaign. The country has won 28 gold medals, again the most ever. Shooting has the most gold medalists, that is 7. 51 medals came just from two sports. athletics, and shooting. 30 athletes won more than one medal, with rifleman Aishwarya Pratap Singh Tomar and pistol shooter Isha Singh winning the most medals by a single athlete, that is 4 each. On October 1, the team won the most medals in a single day, 15, and there hasn't been a single day without any medal. In compound archery, In compound archery, India clean swept the 5 gold medals on offer, with Jyoti Surekha Vennam and Ojas Praveen Devtale registering a rare treble. The detailed video of the Asian Games shall be uploaded shortly, so please do keep a watch. The 13th edition of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup began on 5th of October at the world's largest cricket stadium, the Narendra Modi Stadium, Ahmedabad. The mascots of the tournament are Tonk and Blaze. Tonk is a male character and Blaze is a female character. The two characters represent distinct qualities that emerge as symbols of gender equality and diversity. Sachin Tendulkar has been announced as the brand ambassador of the tournament. Europe has won the Ryder Cup 2023, held in Italy from 29 September to 1st October 2023 at Marco Simoni Golf and Country Club in Guidonia Montesilio, northeast of Rome. The Ryder Cup is a biennial men's golf competition between from Europe and the United States. The competition is contested every 2 years, with the venue alternating between courses in the United States and Europe. The Ryder Cup is named after the English businessman Samuel Ryder, who donated the trophy. Famous personality of the week: Annie Wright. Annie Wright, a champion of wildlife, a tiger conservationist, and the last of the British expatriates to have stayed on in India after independence, died of age-related conditions at her residence near Kanha National Park of Madhya Pradesh. She was 94. Daughter of a British civil servant, Annie grew up in the jungles of central India and Bihar and was instrumental in starting tiger conservation movement in 1960s, speaking vociferously for protecting animals and wildlife habitats. She played an important role in setting up of WWF, then known as World Wildlife Fund, and in recent times as Worldwide Fund. She was also a key member of the drafting committee of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Later that year, late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi picked her to be part of the Tiger Task Force, which envisaged Project Tiger. She also served on the Wildlife Board of India for 19 years. She also managed to persuade Gandhi to work for the conservation of Siberian cranes. Kanha, which was her inspiration for wildlife conservation, was among the first tiger reserves in India. Wright was awarded the Order of the Gold in 1979 and the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire in 1983. Thank you for watching till the end. So if you liked the video, please like and share, and if you haven't subscribed the channel,